Click the first link in the description for the best Askreddit content. Today I fucked up by accidentally adding WAP to a children's toy store playlist. TL Doctor, accidentally added WAP to my workplace playlist. Song played at work. Let's just say if the customers in the store didn't what WAP stood for, they definitely did by the time we managed to turn it off. I'm a key holder at a children's toy store. We have 2 CDs that we're allowed to play that have songs deemed suitable for the store. One of the CDs is your typical kids sing-alongs, Wheels on the Bus, Old MacDonald, all that jazz. The other is this weird folk CD that has the worst rendition of Oh, Canada I have heard in my life. So naturally, I made a playlist on Spotify with family-friendly tunes that I could put on when my manager wasn't there that didn't make my brain turn to mush and dribble out my ears. This morning before my shift, I wanted to update the work playlist as it was getting a little stale, so I did the quick add option that allows you to go through your liked songs and just click them to add them to the selected playlist. Awesome, great. Gonna have some fresh tunes to get me through my closing shift. I'm at work, about 2 hours in, and my coworker tells me her till needs a drop. There's too much money in the till and I have to open it and count out $200. While I do this, the back room, where my phone is connected to the store speakers, is locked to prevent anyone going in and waiting for me back there when I bring the cash back to the safe. So I'm counting an insane amount of $5 bills when all of the sudden the speakers start blaring "Whores in this house." There's some whores in this house and my blood runs cold. Oh my ever-loving fuck, I added WAP to a children's store's playlist. I look up and see looks of horror on the faces of women and innocent children. I panic and go to shut the till so I can run and turn off the music, but remember my manager telling me that if I shut the till without taking out the correct amount of money, I would be in a world of trouble. In her words exactly, everything comes second to the handling of cash. And I wasn't about to call my manager and tell her that it had to come second to Cardi B talking about her wet ass pussy. So I start yelling for my coworker to grab the keys from around my neck and open the backroom door. She grabs the keys and sprints to the backroom door but yells back that she doesn't know what key it is. I describe it to her and she tries it but says it's not working. I'm furiously counting the money but the panic is making it hard to keep track of how much I'm actually taking. Finally, my coworker gets into the back room and turns off the music, but not before Megan Thee Stallion has the pleasure of informing us all that if he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder. I quickly finish counting the cash and make sure of the amount before I do what can only be called the walk of shame to the back room, avoiding eye contact with all the angry mothers in the store. I get back there and see that I did in fact add WAP to the store playlist. I give myself a moment to breathe before putting on my best customer service voice and speaking over the intercom. Good evening, customers. On behalf of store name / I would like to apologize for the technical difficulties. We hope to make it up to you by offering free gift wrapping on unlimited items / Thank you and have a fantastical night. / Gift wrapping is already free. Let's just say I welcomed back Oh, Canada with open arms after this. That is hilarious. Is there any song worse for a toy store or any worse location for that song? Did 2. The winner is either Ram Ranch or Necropedophilia. Ram Ranch. The same happened to my manager when running a restaurant dinner shift. The song changed to some really pervy house song which went something along the lines of, Daddy, am I doing this right? My manager was in charge of the music playlist, but instead of freaking out and turning it off, he was just sitting at the back office, just out of sight of the restaurant, bobbing his head, humming along as he was doing some paperwork. Offering gift wrapping. That's an incredible save. Doesn't cost the store anything but shows care enough to make up for it in some way. Way to perform in the heat of the moment. Moms, you're purchasing some Raptas presents. Get some ribbon and a box for these Raptas presents. Lol, reminds me of the time I was a first-year doctor and after a couple of beers on the weekend had thought it would be funny to make America, fuck yeah my ringtone. My phone rang as I was doing blood cultures on an 80-year-old lady and I couldn't silence it because I was sterile. We both had to sit through the whole thing. A particular highlight was the "so lick my butt and suck on my balls" line. Luckily she thought it was funny, but holy fuck I was embarrassed. Back in December 2009 I went to the big Toy R Us store in NYC, and while I was in there they were playing The Hangover over the loudspeaker. All I hear was Kim Jong going, "How about you suck on these Chinese nut? So long gay boys." Today I fucked up by telling my boss I was DTF. So this happened last year but was just reminded of the story, so I thought I'd post. I work in a small sales company and report to the chief operating officer. Both of us have worked for the company for several years and have a great relationship. She was 41 and I was 29 at the time this happened, both happily married. Her name is Kate and my wife's name is Carrie, similar names on my phone. So, I usually stay late in the office to get myself ahead for the next day. Usually her and I are the last to leave the office. This was one of those occasions and she texted me she was leaving and to go out the back door. In the meantime, my wife was going on a trip with her sister the following morning and she was texting me about some stuff to pick up from the store in the way home. I jokingly texted her, "Okay, but we need to fuck before you go." Me half paying attention to my phone, I accidentally texted that to my boss after she had said she was leaving for the day. Talk about matching the context perfectly. But it was too late. Verizon's 4G network shot that into the sky and in her inbox before I could pray to Jesus to take it back. I realized what I had just done and said to her before she responded, "Kate, I don't expect you to understand, but that was for my wife." I could hear her laughing from across the office and she responded to the text, "Try again, I'm out of your league, smile, I'll see you Monday." So yeah, story for the grandkids about grandpa being a dumbass. Too long didn't read. Was having a conversation with my boss and wife at the same time and accidentally texted my boss a sexual advance. Edit: wow, I didn't expect this to blow up like it did. Yeah, my boss is very relaxed and I work for a great company. We're all cool with each other for the most part. Jury is still out whether I could smash though. Damn, your boss is chill with that response. Nice job testing the waters with the old text to the wife excuse. NM, that was for my wife. Try again on Monday. She did tell him to try again. Did you resend that message to your wife or not? Dad, I don't expect you to understand. Somewhat related. DTF is a common acronym in my office, but it stands for Dubai Trade Fund. Every time it comes up I have to consciously not giggle about it. On that note, when did sales and marketing start being called S&M? Every time I hear it in a work setting, my brain does a double take. Today I fucked up when my sister sat on a sex toy. A few years old, but I still think about it with horror and laughter, so here you'll go. I, 24F, had my sister, 30F, over for a bit and we sat in my room just chatting while I folded clothes. When she went to sit down on my bed, I immediately remembered I had left my vibrator under the sheets where she was about to plop down. No time to react, just realization, then her face changed and we heard a silent "Ra." She just looked at me and reached under the sheets, promptly eating my vibrator across the room. This isn't the first time my siblings and I have run across each other's toys, so we kind of laughed it off, but the quick change from confusion to horror on her face sticks with me till this day. Too long didn't read. My sister sat on and turned on my vibrator, then Kobe'd it across my room. ETA, yes, the vibrator is fine, it's a Shibari Halo and very resilient. Sorry for using the wrong verb, I guess. And my sister was more shocked than anything, which prompted the throwing. This isn't the first time my siblings and I have run across each other's toys. It's time to start hiding those things a little better. We should honestly display sex toys. Show your prized possessions on the mantle for the guests to see. Oh my god, is the vibrator okay? Thankfully yes, it lived to buzz another day. At least she didn't end up in the ER. Sat on it. That's what they all say. Hey, my wife got pregnant by sitting on a dirty park bench. It can happen. Someone at Pornhub is taking notes. Porn actors/actresses are so damned horrible at acting. I need to get into the porn industry and make some real, believable content. Literally, the stepsister could have gotten out of that dryer. Not one part of her 90-pound body could have gotten stuck. The crazy part is that she didn't move elsewhere. She grabs it and yeet happens. Hardcore sister refuses to be tamed by Tallywhacker. That last sentence is a newspaper headline if I've ever seen one.